Hello friends, welcome to the shed. How are you doing today? I am super excited about this episode. I've been excited about it for a while. Going back a little ways, I've had this concept to include other creators on the channel and find people who inspire me and who are willing to take some time out to talk with me and you through the internet. So the first creator who is going to appear on this new segment, I would like to call Makers That Inspire, is David Picciuto. David Picciuto, formerly the Drunken Woodworker, is now Make Something. And if you don't know who David is, just click this link, pause the video, click, go watch everything he's ever done, and I'll wait here.
And use some spray adhesive to attach it to the top faces of these boards.
No, I'm serious. Go watch.
Had fun? Let's just put that aside for a little bit and have some fun, okay? We're just gonna have fun today. Even if we get the terminology wrong, even if this thing doesn't even turn out, we're just gonna have some fun. It's cool. Let's have fun. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Okay, fine. You can wait until the end of the video to go watch his stuff. I don't mind. But let me give you a primer on who David is. David is a woodworker on YouTube, obviously, who has a huge skill set, which combined makes him, gives his videos, gives his projects an extremely unique style and aesthetic and positive outlook that really, I can't wait. Every time he posts a video, I'm excited because I know that it's going to be a really cool project with a really cool person. Like I feel like when he turns the camera on and we watch him make something, we're just there in his shop with him, hanging out, you know, chatting about life while he builds this amazing thing in front of us. And so that sort of personality really grabbed me and made me reach out to him and say, hey, David, I'm going to do this series on my channel. I've invited some other YouTube creators. Would you like to help? Do you want to be on board? I'm going to have you on the show. And he said, sure, absolutely. So we've hooked up, and through the power of the internet, we can do this thing now. We have David right here on the show. Hi, David. Thanks for being on the show. First up, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we can find you on the internet.
So I am I guess what you would call me a YouTube woodworker. You can find my YouTube channel at youtube.com/makesomething, and then you can find everything else at makesomething.tv, and that has links to my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and maybe even my MySpace. I don't remember. My Pinterest is on there.
Perfect. You have an extremely unique sort of retro flair to many of your projects that really grabs me. So what inspires you about the past? And do you have any artists or designers that you take inspiration from when you add that retro touch to your projects?
Yes, it comes from my musical background. I've always loved 60s and 70s rock, I guess 80s too. And then I play guitar, and I've used to sing in bands, and I loved vintage gear, vintage guitars, vintage amps, and that has kind of carried over into my woodworking. I love pulling from the past and mixing it with the present. Some of my favorite artists is Ray and Charles Eames, by far my favorite designers in the world. Just loved everything about Ray and Charles Eames. And then straight up woodworkers, somebody like Sam Maloof, because what I love about the Eames and Maloof is like when you see their work, you know it's them instantly. They have a very distinct style, and one day I hope to have my own style where somebody looks at it and says, that's a Picciuto.
Okay. Awesome. So you also have a large collection of vintage woodworking books that you've shown on various social media outlets. Do you have any favorite projects from those books that you have built that you can share with us?
So I never work off of plans. Never. I've always just made up my own and gone from there. And just recently, I've decided, hey, I'm going to start making these plans from these old woodworking books. And I've only done one so far, and that is the Wiener Dog tie rack. And I've made a video, and you can check that out. Probably, there'll probably be a link somewhere, but you can check that out. It was fun. I'm definitely going to do a lot more projects from vintage books.
Yes, I love the Dachshund tie rack. I have a Dachshund myself, so I am connected with that, and there will be a link. I promise they'll find you, don't worry. At the end of all of your videos, you tell everyone to stay passionate and make something. What keeps you passionate and motivated to continue creating?
I think looking at other artists and other makers and other woodworkers, when I see their work, I'm usually just like in awe, and I'm like, I want to do that. That just, I don't know, just seeing other people's work just really inspires me, kicks me in the butt.
I totally agree with that. If it wasn't for YouTube creators like yourself and many others, I wouldn't have even turned the camera on myself. So that's awesome. Lastly, what is one skill that you want to improve on?
I don't know about one skill. I definitely, when I have time, I want to get more into metalworking. I have a welder, just haven't used it very much. And then I recently just bought a sewing machine, and that's something I'm going to incorporate, I think, a lot more, even more so than metalwork, into my projects.
Sewing, that's a good one. Yes. A lot of men shy away from the sewing machine. I don't know why. I absolutely love sewing. So, David, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time out to talk with us. It means the world to me and hopefully to my viewers. Can't wait to see what you have coming up for the rest of the year. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me. It was fun, and as always, be passionate and make something.
So that's David. David is an amazing guy. His whole channel is awesome. His blog is awesome. Check out everything he's ever done. Just this week, he did a live cast from his shop while he was doing some wood turning. It turned out awesome. Answered questions from the YouTube comments, the chat thing. Super fun guy. I really hope that he continues to do the live streaming because that was an extra treat for us. And yeah, go check out his channel. It's mind-blowingly inspiring. I really love his style. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I want to do more of these. I have other creators lined up. I'm not going to try and say it's going to come on a regular basis. It will come when it comes, when I can get somebody on the show. Obviously, it takes time out of both of our schedules to coordinate, and I have to find people who are interested. So we'll see. If you know of anybody that you would like to be on the show, please add that in the comments below, and I'll reach out to them and see what we can do. Thank you for being here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from teachinghistory.org. Where did the word kernel come from? This is a good one because I've actually always wanted to know this. Kernel, because it's spelled funny, came into the English according to the Oxford English Dictionary in the mid-16th century from Middle French. And there were two forms of the word then. Coronel, akin to Spanish coronel, and kernel, the later form more clearly reflecting its old Italian antecedent, colonnello, a column of soldiers. I'm going to go read the rest of that because I've always been curious how we get colonel from C-O-L-O-N-E-L. Yeah, I can't even spell it.